Ladies and gentlemen, they had Mike Pence out there trying to do some damage control over the send her back chanting. And he is trying to say, oh, well, Trump was not pleased with it. Trump didn't have no problem with this, y'all. That's why he stood there for 15 seconds and didn't say nothing. He ain't have no problem with this. And this is why he's still raging in the media over something that really had nothing to do with him. What was going on in Congress was a fight between a few of the women. Trump decided to weigh in on something that had nothing to do with him. And now he inflated this thing. I'm looking at all kinds of polls talking about Trump has set back race relations. No, Trump didn't really set back race relations in this country. I mean, it's always been poor. But one thing I can honestly say, the only thing he did was give these idiots ammo to go out here talking about go back from where you come from. I tell you what, you say that to me, I'm going to say it back to your ass because you ain't even no original person from America. And you're not above anybody saying that to you. And Trump, too. I include him, too. He's not above it. He's only first generation in this country. His parents came from somewhere else. Get the hell out of here with that crap. But Pence attempt to do damage control while Trump is still raging on about this bullshit. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen, it's counterproductive. Just get ready for this stuff to continue on leading all the way up to the 2020 election. That's all. Trump is never going to make race relations better in this country. I don't even know why they're rambling on about that in the media. And why are you shocked? Many of the people, especially me, I knew Trump was like this years ago. Okay, there was an incident that made big news, and his father was still alive, and they wouldn't rent to black people. And many of you remember that, especially if you are a New Yorker. Trump's face was in the news about that for years. And complaints were filed against Trump for years over not renting to black people in those slum apartments that his family owned. I mean, he's nothing but a slumlord. He is. So, ladies and gentlemen, I heard these kind of things about Trump. I can't tell you how many decades. It's been a long time. So the way Trump acts, it's not news to me. It's not news to people that are from New York that heard these stories over the years. And then you had the Central Park Five. Trump has always been very open in the media with his racism. So, what makes you think he's not going to do this as president? Of course, he's going to do it. Of course, he is. And he's going to get away with it too, despite the fact that everybody is whining about it. The ultimate goal is he's going to get away with it. You know? So as long as he is a sitting president, even he knows he's going to get away with this stuff. That's why he continues to do it. There's no consequences. See, Nancy Pelosi, she's not going to put any pressure or consequences on him. That crap that she did on the House floor, that's as far as she goes. And she knows it. And see, ladies and gentlemen, it goes back to me telling you I hate all politicians. I don't give a crap about no left or right. I don't believe any of them are trustworthy. I don't believe any of them are worth shit. I think they are nothing but legalized crooks in this nation. So don't come here with this left and right crap. I'm just going to erase it. I'm not on no left. I'm not on no right. I don't believe in either side. I think both sides are full of shit. And they haven't done anything for my people, so I really don't care about them. So Pence was on this damage control mission that has failed because Trump is still out here doing this crap. So Pence declined to condemn any attempt to repeat such cheers, saying it happened again. Trump might make an effort to speak out. Trump ain't going to do nothing. He's not going to do anything. So he's making the same claims that Trump is making, which is counterproductive if you say you don't like what people said and then you're continuing on attacking those women in Congress. So then you really didn't mean it. You really don't care. So I don't know what kind of damage control Pence think he can do. And as far as Trump rally, these are the Trump rallies we saw in 2016. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, let's be real. This is what Trump rallies look like. Naturally, this is what they look like. We saw some of the same behavior. Maybe they weren't chanting the same thing, but we saw the same attitudes at his 2016 rallies. So it's just going over. Trump didn't speak after the chanting continued. Later, he disavowed the behavior, claiming he started speaking very quickly to end it, which we know he didn't because on the video you saw him just standing there silently. So, it's back to that. What you saw on the video is not what you saw. We saw that same thing in the Jason Van Dyke trial. Oh, what you saw in the video is not really what happened. Okay, sure it isn't. So in an in CBS News interview, because Pence was on all the shows, he asserted that millions of Americans share the president's frustrations about sitting members of Congress engaging in that kind of reckless rhetoric, whether it be anti-Semitic, which it's Shemitic, not Semitic. And I've heard those claims against black people. And the laughable part is we are Shemitic people. Black people are Shemitic. Okay. Again, it goes back to what I was telling you, how we've been lied to all of this time. You know, we can find the answers to what kind of people we are without these folks interjecting. I mean, this is why I want to continue to encourage you all to do research and not take somebody's word for something. Don't take anybody's word. So when they try to come and say we're anti Semitic, no, we are Semitic people. How can we be against ourselves? That's stupid. And it's Shemitic, not Semitic. And then they lie and tell you, well, the H is silent. Since when? Since when? Okay, the H ain't silent. It's Shemitic. Semitic, there's no such thing as Semitic. So anyway, border patrol agents are running concentration camps. Oh, you know what? Those folks have a choice. They don't really have to be here, ladies and gentlemen. As far as the conditions that America got them in, America has been putting people in those kind of conditions forever now. Your prisons have been overcrowded since there's been prisons, ladies and gentlemen. So America packing people in like sardines, this is the norm here. Why is anybody surprised about that? America has been doing that forever. And it's been done in the prison system. I don't see that kind of rage going on about that. Why bring up one group of people being overcrowded and then ignore the other? That's been overcrowded for decades and decades and decades. So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what Mike Pence think he did, but in my opinion, it was totally ineffective, especially if Trump is still raging about something he really should not be involved in. You know, the sad part is, I think if Trump would have stayed out of this whole thing and just attended to the business of the country, it would not have inflated this far, and then perhaps those women would have been able to settle their differences. But he took a fight all out in the public and made it way bigger than it should have gotten, in my opinion. It should never have gotten this far. But please tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.